This mess, y'all. Look at this mess. It's so full. But I think at this point, I'm just going to try and get some petrol, you know? Because you don't want to find yourself in a situation and you can't even get some pets. Oh, God. It's so full. I think it's like people are running crazy as well. Don't know what to do. So I didn't want to go downtown without any confirmation that, you know, there are no riots or there are no break-ins or whatever, looting and just pandemonium. So I waited, and then my husband called me. He's like, look, I think go to town now. It's just around about maybe 11:15, and I'm like, okay, let me go. It is pandemonium outside. And yeah, most grocery stores are not open, and I'm like, I think that's what's going to cause people to break in, because you're not opening for them to be able to just shop and get what they need and then go and sit at home. But it's interesting to find how unprepared the police are. You know, they're taking all kinds of privileges, cutting into lanes and cutting before cars and doing things like that, looking like they're doing something, but they're actually not doing anything. It's private security companies that have been hired to and are being relied on, and not the police, to actually block people off or close off certain exits, or, you know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm just gonna keep calm, because there's like, being flustered is not going to change anything. So now I'm just trying to see what to do, because the stores are closed and the petrol stations were open at some point, but then by the time I got there, like around about 11, they were already putting cones at the entrances and exits just to make sure people don't come in. And where they were still open, it was like the lines were on a standstill and on the street, and I was like, okay, this is not safe either. So I don't know what to do, but I'm just trying to make sure that I don't end up with no petrol in the midst of all of this. I mean, can walk to places, it's not the worst thing that could happen. But yeah, it's rough. Had there been some open stores yesterday, I would have been able to at least get petrol. Like, everything was shut down yesterday. Like, I remember driving down, like I said, in the afternoon at 2:00, and nothing was open, and being shocked that, oh, why I didn't even know that this was going on. So now I thought, maybe I could start early in the morning, but I was like, I don't want to go down there and I don't have confirmation. I don't know what kind of pandemonium is going on, you know. But I think tomorrow morning I'm just gonna have to get up at 5 a.m. and start my drive and make sure that I get petrol first, or go to a food store and then see what happens after that, see what's available. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill at a petrol station and then see if it's gonna open, and if it's not gonna open, at least there might be others nearby that I can go to. This is crazy. Jeez. So I am sitting in the car waiting for the petrol line at the petrol station that looks like it's open now, and hoping for the best until I see a red tape that tells us that, hey, it's closed and we need to go. I'm not moving, because that's what I did earlier on. I was like, I'll come back and whatnot, only to find out it's pandemonium everywhere else. So I'm just gonna stay put on this line that's here right now, and yeah, and try and get some petrol at the least, so that I can maintain some mobility by car, you know. And then after that, hopefully the shops will open. I believe the shops will open eventually, but they're just waiting for the pandemonium to die down. I mean, the Checkers is closed there, and then there's people who want to cut in the line in the middle of all of this. Never mind that other people are like parked in line. People are just cutting in line. Okay. And no one is stopping and saying, no, we're not gonna serve you, you've cut in line. So it's quite interesting. Look at all these cars waiting to get to the petrol station. And there are no police to be found anywhere, because petrol stations are the only places that are open right now. There was one grocery store that was open and it's now closed. So I'm thinking every petrol station should have a police car posted there, and there are no police to be found to at least just maintain some order and make sure that there's no outbreak of frustration or whatnot, and people are just chilling, you know. And people are cutting line, and they can see that everyone is standing waiting in line for petrol, but people want to cut line. It's like, why is your issue more important than everybody else's issue? It's quite strange. The KZN struggle, guys. I was in that line and I just decided I'm going to stay in line until I'm now in. So at least, but this is the struggle. It's rough. I have to ask myself, where are the police? Why is there no one here to make sure that there's order? Look at this. Look at this. It's full, guys. I'm just glad I didn't turn around this time around, because I feel clothing stores were not open today. I mean, most grocery stores were not open today. There was one that was open for like a 2 hour period, 2 hour and a half period, and then it was closed again. Gosh, drive. And then yeah, so I thought, well, if I can get food, let me just at least get gas, you know. And that's exactly what I did. I waited in line for almost 2 hours, I think, just waiting to get petrol. And I did, and I filled up my tank, and now I am driving home. There's nowhere that's open. I'm not gonna buy snacks. I don't need snacks. I need solid actual food, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm now headed home because there's nothing more to do. There's only so much you can do, and then after that you just have to sit it out and wait for the next step. I will wake up early in the morning and just cruise around between the different stores, just in case one of them decides to open. But now there's nothing that can be done. You can see that businesses are shut down and no one's doing anything. Yeah. Yeah, this is South Africa for you right now. I'm just so relieved about the petrol though, and because I mean, obviously you can walk everywhere, but where I live is just so far out of the way. You can still walk, but it's far out the way. So I was just thinking, okay, let me just get petrol. So now that I've gotten petrol, I'm just gonna have to live with what I have. And I do have a lot of legumes, beans, pulses at home actually, so I can start bringing that stuff out and just live off of that until things settle down. But what I'm not willing to do is go and buy snacks at the typically hyperinflated garage stores or tuck shops or spaza shops. You know, I'm not doing that. And anyway, there aren't any in the area where I live, so I'm just gonna take it one moment at a time. I do believe the grocery stores will eventually open, because they have not experienced imminent danger to them, except that there's need, you know, and they just need to make sure that security is in place before taking that step. Otherwise, at this point, I don't think there's imminent danger should they open. I think the imminent danger is if they stay closed and then people get desperate, then that's when people are going to break into your stores. You know, it's like, open, allow people to come in and get what they need to get and be out, even if it's for 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, and then say, hey, come back tomorrow. But to just shut down and close, that's what's going to now frustrate people into, like, you know, possibly frustrate people into thinking, resolving to, well, I'm out of food, and what else am I going to do besides have to break in somewhere? So yeah, this is very interesting times, but I'm just keeping my calm and my cool. I'm just grateful to God that I was able to get fuel in my car and fill it up. And now I need to think about, okay, tomorrow's task is to figure out the food situation, and sort that out. Yeah. Talk to you later. Okay, so it's later in the day. What's the time? It's about 4:30. I can't stay indoors all day. So it's about 4:30. I can't stay indoors all day. So I am taking a walk just to clear my mind. A lot of my day was taken up with literally driving around, either looking for food or looking for, a lot of my day was spent driving around, either looking for food or looking for petrol. Found petrol, there was no food because the food places were not open anyway. So now I am taking a walk, as I would usually do if circumstances were normal. And I'm not going to be locked inside as if, you know, yeah. Day 2, shutdown. And my experience is a KZN experience. I don't know where you are. It's real out here. It's real. I don't know where you are. And I can feel there's a cold front coming. The air is a crisp cold. It's not cold air. It's like Paris cold. So yeah, I'm going for a walk, and I'll put this out later on tonight. This helps me to just kind of ease my mind and slow my mind down and keep calm and not panic and not go into, you know, and I'm not listening to any news still. Probably should. But I only need news about when things are going to open so that I can go stock up, and no other news of doom and gloom. There's a lot going on that's really affecting energy levels and affecting the human spirit you know, at an energy level. So I'm crossing the road real fast. Okay. Yeah, so here I am. We've made it. We've made it. And I feel so accomplished to have been like one of those people who just sat in the line in a queue for like almost 2 hours, if not just over 2 hours, and waited. And I got what I needed. And now there's one more thing, which is to stock up on a little bit more food than I have. And then I can sit at home. Anyway, see you later. Day 2 done.